Right then, so thanks for taking the time to come and see what I'm up to. This is a bit of an update for Elaine over at Allotment Joy's Atlantic Giant Pumpkin Growing Challenge. And first off, I've got to apologise because back on the 28th of March, I said this and it was a lie. And the number one rule is the slugs will eat them. The slugs will annihilate them. The slugs will do them in completely. And the reason for that is they don't just go for the leaves, they go for the stem. And they'll munch on the stem just as quickly as they'll munch on the leaf. And that'll kill them quick as you like. So if you're growing pumpkins for the first time, like I did last year, just remember that. Now, although that still holds true, slugs will annihilate pumpkins because they'll eat the stem just as quickly as they'll eat a leaf. And by eating the stem, they'll cut off the supply of nutrients and everything going up to the leaves, and it'll kill them stone dead. But my biggest issue was getting the damn things to germinate. I couldn't believe it. Last year, pumpkins, bosh, in pots, grew fantastic. I had lovely pumpkins. Grandchildren absolutely thrilled with carving them. But I don't know if it was just me this year or if other people have had the similar problems, but I struggled to get them to germinate. I really did. Nick the gardener, he sent me some seeds. Not a thing. Tried another seed sowing company or seed company. Nothing. I tried, as well as the Atlantic Giants, I also had some zombies pumpkins. Out of the zombies, I managed to get one. Then I tried some Halloween F1. Out of all those, I got sort of 1.5 because that one's not looking too brilliant. So, and I even tried the bagging method, wrapping them in kitchen towel. I had 4 seeds. Out of those, one put down a really nice root, and that one went on to grow. So that sort of worked. The other 2, nothing, and they've started to go moldy. And this one, if you can see that, it's not put out a root where I'd expect it, but it's just cracked and I can see some leaves. So I don't know what's going on with those. I did clip the ends with nail files, nail clippers, trying to get them to go. So there we are. I've got that one there again. It just hasn't really come up true. It's only got 1 seed leaf, but at least I've got 3. I've got some more here. They may come to something, I don't know. Now, my question is, for all you people that know these things, pumpkin seeds, do they like to stay wet? I mean, I figured quite a big seed that they'll need a lot of moisture to get them going. So I did keep most of this lot fairly wet. Now, I don't know if that was a mistake. I'm new to this. I enjoy it and I love learning. So if anybody's got any great tips for pumpkins, because this one, the soil started to mound. When you start to see the soil bulge, you think, yes, I got something going. One leaf came up, the other leaf sort of stayed down, and I had a little dig around like you do, and the base of that leaf had almost like damped off. All right, so maybe I should have had a fan blowing over the top. I know that really helps with damping off, but at least I've got 3. I'm a long way behind a lot of them. I just seen Jimmy's video and his is massive, and I think that's what I'm going to do for myself, is pot them on into quite big pots, up to 10 litres probably, and try and get a really well established plant excuse me, before I put them out. Because I did notice last year when I grew them that once they got past the early stages and they went out and they were a fair size, they started to grow a few prickles around them and around the stem and everything, and then the slugs seemed to leave them alone. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Stick them in a 10-litre pot, really let them grow away, and then plant them out. And like I did last year, I've got a dedicated horse manure bed. I'm going to put 1 in or 2. And I've also, because we've got horses here in the field, we've got a fairly big horse dung heap, and I'm going to plant 2 or 3, depending on how many I finally get, directly in the dung heap, because that did really well next year. All right, so that's my little update on the giant pumpkin growing challenge. Like I say, I'm well behind a lot of you, but never give up. Never give up. That's the thing. If you think I had three different seed companies, plus the ones Nick sent me, in total, I must have planted 40 pumpkin seeds one way or another, but I've got a few. So take joy in the little wins. That's what I say. All right. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Thanks for joining me. Hope your pumpkins are growing well. Cheers and gone.